Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm trying a different chat setup on my side, so hopefully I'll be able to see messages. I will go and check. If I don't see any messages in a few minutes, I'll go and check if How's everyone doing? I am back. Disappeared for a second there. Maybe for more than a second, admittedly. I've been processing the whole losing the ability to walk thing. I think psychologically, a bit of processing to be done there. It was in order. Hopefully, as time goes on, it will become less so. Let's see. View. How can I see chat? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Now, if I do that, I can bring chat up as well. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So yeah, I have a whole new setup. Part of the reason that, hello, System of Woos. Okay, that is very reassuring. I see, look, I can pull up chat now on screen whenever I want. I've rearranged my whole setup. Part of the reason I disappeared was I started having some serious foot pain and leg pain that was possibly, is probably most definitely linked to the fact that I'm using a wheelchair that isn't really specifically made for me, and the footrest isn't really at the right angle or position or whatever for my feet. And so I don't know, I think that's why. So I was having some really bad pain from sitting in the chair, and so I was like, damn, how am I going to stream? This is a big problem. And so I kind of had a bit of a mental breakdown there. I was just like, oh my God, I can't even fucking sit up. How am I supposed to do anything in life right now? I had a bit of a mental breakdown. And then I realized that everything was fine and I could just find a way to adapt like I always do. And so now I'm streaming from my bed, which is why we don't have face cam right now. But, each thing in its time. I am in bed right now. I am trying a new setup where, hopefully I'll be able to switch from my bed to sitting in the wheelchair, depending on pain, depending on whatever the hell. So, yeah. I had to rearrange my whole flat to, find a way to set it up properly so that I could stream from bed. But now we're back. We are back. I'm making anti-landlord art because it's almost the start of next month. So obviously it's the perfect time of month to be hating on landlords and thinking how awful landlords are. Just thinking about landlords a lot at this time of the month. I've been thinking about that the game that we played as well. What was it? Luck Be a Landlord. Yeah, so I do need to find a way to set up the eye tracker so that I could use it from bed. I think it's possible. I just need to, be a bit of a technician per usual and find a way to make things work. Hey, Leo, how's it going? Happy to see you back. Well, thank you. I'm actually really happy to be back. I set up the stream multiple times in the past days and just kind of sat in front of it and got too anxious to do anything about it, unfortunately, because when I go away I kind of get that anxiety coming back. But I managed to hit live today, which is amazing, awesome. I'm very, very happy to be back. And during my little bit of a time away, I rearranged my whole flat. I cleared up a lot of the mess that had accumulated. Hang on, let me just play play something here. I'll play this. I've cleaned up a lot of the mess in my flat that had accumulated over the months of, losing the ability to walk and starting to use a wheelchair. As you can imagine, not really the most organized time in my life. Seeing as I live alone, I do, so a lot of mess and stuff had accumulated off screen, obviously that I don't show to the world. I've thought about showing how bad it got at some points, but then I was like, well, it's already so humiliating. Why should I have to show this to the world? Really? But yeah, so I did a whole damn empty almost of loads of stuff that I just needed to do, laundry that had piled up, cardboard that I needed to throw out, just loads of stuff that I needed to do, and it feels brilliant. It really does. It had gotten to the, I've cleaned out my whole kitchen. My kitchen is clean enough that I actually would feel confident showing it on camera, which is not something that I've been able to say since for a very, very long time. Because it's just, I don't know. My body got so bad that it was really difficult to keep everything up to the standards where it used to be, and how I, yeah. I'm really happy to be back, and I'm happy that that I managed to clear out some of the stuff, because I don't know, it got to the point where it just felt humiliating. It felt like it was piling up because I just didn't have the time or the energy to do it, because I had to spend all my time and energy doing other things in order to give money to my landlord, right? And so yeah. So part of the reason I disappeared is because I was looking after my neighbour's cats as well. So I got 100 euros from that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be able to take a little bit of time off and just completely reorganize my flat so that I can stream from bed, so that I can work from bread, work from bread. I'm hungry. So I'm thinking about bread right now. You know how it is, just thinking about bread. So yeah, so now I should be able to stream from bed. Hopefully I'm going to be able to make music from bed, because I think part of the reason that I've been struggling to do things is because I had this ideal vision of myself of, still being able to sit up at a desk all the time. And I'm realizing that, that's not always going to be the case. And I'm not always going to be a streamer who's always going to be able to be at a desk. And that's actually fine. And it's, I kind of had to do a bit of psychological processing while I was away, about that, and kind of accepting that about myself, and that I'm not always going to be able to put on the perfect show with the perfect lighting on my face and in front of my desk, like regular streamers, let's just say. So yeah, but I've come to terms with it. I've accepted it, and I'm just gonna try and do things in a way that's, that works for me and my body. No matter what, that looks like, What's chessing on? Yeah, well, what's chessing on? I think I've gotten a little bit better at chess recently. I'm still bad. But I feel like I'm getting a little bit better, maybe. Everything's relative. Improvement's relative, I'm just comparing myself to my previous self, if you know what I mean. And my previous self, was worse at chess than my current self. That is what I know. And so, that makes me happy. What can I say? That makes me happy. I'm a simple guy. I see a little bit of improvement, and I'm like, wow, this is brilliant. This is all I need. Okay, so I'm just trying to see if okay, I need to move. I need to make a move. Let's see. think this bishop is quite a nice little move here. It's not too bad. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm okay with that. Famous last words, right? Next move will, prove me wrong, surely. But, yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah, what was I doing? Little bit scattered. I haven't had anything to eat this morning yet, so if I'm a little bit, head empty, that is the reason. That is the reason. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, I was going to see if the alert box was right. Okay, the alert box needs to be over that. Nice. Okay, cool. I love your drawing. Thank you, Lior. Sorry I haven't started drawing yet. I was just like, I still get like pretty anxious about streaming in a lot of ways, especially when I've been away for a few weeks. I'm just like, this is why I need to stop disappearing, because every time my stress goes up again and I'm, I forget how to do everything, or I feel like I forget how to do everything at least. But yeah, so this is a little drawing that I've been working on since yesterday. I doodled it around 2 a.m. when I had set up the stream and I wanted to stream, and I ended up getting too anxious and working myself up, and I had a bit of a cry, and then I made this drawing, and here we are now. Okay, so... Interesting. I'm wondering if I should maybe sacrifice a knight, but I need to stop doing this, because often when I play chess, I just sacrifice all of my pieces and then I just find myself in an awful situation, And I've been, I've been thinking maybe I should stop doing that, Maybe. You were going to be quiet today, but now you have a bad joke that has to come out. Please, do share. How does everyone feel about chat being on screen? We're just trying it out. I have a, I've set up the stream now, so I have toggle buttons for everything. I can get rid of dog, but we never want to get rid of the dog. I'm just showing you that I can. I have the power to if I want to, and I can hide chat. I can do all of this, relatively easily now without even touching a mouse. I'm a hungry himbo. I am a hungry himbo. Ashrin. A hungry himbo I am indeed. A 100%. I hope the music's not too loud. We do have music now on the live, on the live broadcast. We will have music. If you're watching this as a VOD, I'm sorry about the silence. It's so that Twitch doesn't, copyright strike. I am a big boy streamer indeed. It is how I feel, and it feels good. You caught COVID for the first time. Oh God. I am sorry to hear that. I'm not sure if I've ever had COVID. A little bit worrying because I haven't had the second booster shot either. Hang on, is the bottom of chat a little bit? There we go. Lovely. That's much better. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, let me think. You know what? I might sacrifice a knight. I might sacrifice a bishop to get a good position. I am one to do so, If I can get good development, I throw away a piece and then I lose, and then I'm like, why do I keep losing? That's how I play chess. It's just, what can I say? It's a hungry himbo way of life, Okay, let's do a little bit of scribbling. A little bit of doodling while we chess. I have x-rays tomorrow of my whole body, and I am so anxious. I could scream. It's to see what is going on with my body, my joints, why, why everything, why everything in my situation. And yeah, I'm a bit anxious because I have to, like, go there and stuff. Part of the reason that I'm drawing right now, even though, drawing is an activity that arguably does hurt me a little bit, is so that, well, one, I do want to draw. I'm a bit inspired. And two, I figured that it's best to try and use my body a lot in the days leading up to the x-rays to try and get whatever's wrong to show up. I mean, I think it will show up anyway. I think I'm just, God, I've gotten to the point where I'm so worried that doctors won't believe me, that I'm like, maybe I should purposefully hurt myself before the x-rays just so that everything shows up correctly. Like, it's just so ridiculous, isn't it? When like, I'm hearing myself say this and it's just like, what are you doing? Don't do that. But also I do, I do want to be, I want to be drawing as well. It's not just that, but also, I must admit, it was on my mind. Would you be able to go with a friend? Maybe. I mean, the thing is that my friends do so much for me already because I'm in a wheelchair. And, like, I can't go and get my medication. I can't, like, groceries are so expensive to get delivered that often I'm asking my friends if they could pop to the shop before coming to bring me, like, some olive oil or, like, rice or lentils. So I already depend on my friends so much for such basic things that most people take for granted completely, that, like, I feel really kind of quite embarrassed about, well, not embarrassed, but I just feel like I already ask for so much. But, you're probably right. Like, I probably should just ask my friends, because that's how we survive this world, right? Thanks to the people around us, to our, because, I mean, what with how society's set up, like, what choice do we have right now, right? But, I'm sure they don't mind. I mean, exactly, right? I'm sure, this isn't something that I think that my friends think about me. It's more so, you know, it's frustration at having, this lack of autonomy and this lack of ability. But yeah, you are right. I should probably ask. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about this game of chess, to be honest. Like, I feel like we have so many more pieces out than they do at this point. I'm just thinking if I should take one of these beans in the middle here. Because, I mean, there's just so many beans lined up here for the taking. So if I take that, they take that, I take that, I take that. I do think that I do need to push out this bishop. I don't think I can take any of these beans in the middle yet. Hope that you find someone to go with you. It doesn't hurt to ask. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't hurt to ask. I do have a friend coming over later to come and see me. So maybe I could ask them. And maybe, if they're too tired to come with me or whatever, you know what, I could just say, look, maybe I could just have you on call, and, like, if something goes wrong, like, maybe you could come and meet me or something. The way we survive this capitalist hellscape is community and helping each other any way we can. Absolutely. That's what friends are for. You're right, Rob. Pushing the D bean is probably better. They're probably going to push their B bean. Their B bean. Their B bean. They're probably going to push their B bean, so I should probably push my D bean. I love this new chess lingo that we are all inventing. It's great. I love it. It's very cute. Yeah, I am thinking about, I'm considering some bean pushes. I'm considering it. I'm considering it. But also, I kind of want to get my horse out. But these beans in the middle, they are calling to me. As I said before, they are calling to me. It's either a bean take or a bean push here. I'm gonna go for the bean push. Doctors did believe you until you got your X-ray. Then surprise, broken spine. Suddenly you are not so crazy. Hang in there. It can take a long time to get progress with medical professionals. That is, yes. I'm so sorry that you went through that. And yeah, that sounds incredibly relatable on so many levels to what I've been experiencing. You know? Oops. What's going on? There we go. Sorry, the game needed to refresh. Yeah. I mean, I'm really hoping that, going to get some results and, I'm hoping that I'm going to get my own, someday I'm going to be able to get a wheelchair so I can go outside again because like, I don't, I occupy myself very well, staying at home and stuff, but god damn it. It's so expensive being stuck inside, like even just like on that level, even without talking about the effects of isolation psychologically, even without going into all of that, I cannot deal with how expensive it is anymore. It's like nothing could have prepared me for how expensive being in a wheelchair was. I don't think. Even if people had told me, I okay, so I've got to move my bishop. It will move back to the center. It's very, very expensive indeed. Like, before being in a wheelchair, if I was hungry, like I am now, right? I'm hungry. Um, my body is pretty bashed up generally, and I have already been cooking every day for the past week, and I don't feel like cooking. So, like, before having to use a wheelchair, I would be able to just pop to Lidl and get some bread and some sliced cheese and have a sandwich or something. It would have cost me under €4. Um, and that's just not something I can ever do anymore. Any purchase of food is going to be a minimum of so much more. And also, all of the items are so much more expensive because I can't buy items at budget shops anymore because the shops that deliver aren't budget, and the budget shops that deliver have a minimum that is way higher than €4. It's just incredibly overwhelming in a way that I'm not sure if I can even explain properly. Okay, so I'm actually fine with them pushing me back. I think I'm actually fine with this. Like, it looks pretty bad to be pulling my bishop back this far, but also, I mean, look at their development. There's nothing happening really there. There's one bishop. And now if the bishop takes my horse, I can just take back with my bishop. You thought the bishop sack was okay? Maybe I should have gone for it. You're right. I'm not sure what's going on with my... Audio. I will listen back to the stream later and make sure that everything's going fine technically. There seems to be a little bit of feedback. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Please do, do not hesitate to give me feedback if there's any part of the stream that is not up to usual standards. Okay, so. Okay, immediately I'm wanting to just put my horse on G5? G5? I think I'm going to do that. I like this move. I feel like I'm advancing into their territory, and, their lack of development could be, an issue for them. I'm trying not to be too cocky, though, because they are rated 1019, which is way higher than my 827, so... So let's not get too cocky here. I find that every time I get too confident in myself in chess, I lose. Now, I should probably be using references for these buildings, but... Yeah, see, that's the thing. When you're the more disabled you get and the less, the harder it is to access, structures that have been put in place to help people who don't have a lot. It's the case in my town. There's these supermarkets that you can go to when you don't have a lot of money. And your food will be less expensive. So it's kind of like a food bank or, that kind of structure. And I would definitely qualify for this. And it would help me out immensely. But I can't get there because I'm in a wheelchair. I can't go anywhere right now. Because, the wheelchair that I have is not, I can't get around with it by myself yet. Now, what is going on with my microphone? I am somewhat confused. Hang on a damn second. Testing, 1, 2, 3. What is that feedback? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. ASMR testing stream. Could it really be the very quiet jazz music that's being picked up by the microphone? Possibly. I can make it quieter. No, it seems it's not. That's very interesting. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Still getting feedback. To me, perplexed. I will have to go back, listen to the stream later. It's not terrible, you can hear it, but it's not annoying. Yeah, but it still is a problem. I'm not sure what exactly is going on with it. I I tried to plug in the microphone cable a little bit better, and it seems to maybe have reduced slightly. Oh no, it's back. God damn. Hello, testing, testing. It comes and goes. Well, I'm very sorry about that. I will, I'll have to try and figure out what the hell's going on with that. It's intermittent instead of constant. Hello, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I can see it coming back. Hello, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello. Okay, that seems a little bit better. I'll have to, restart everything, plug in the cables and stuff. Very sorry about the questionable audio quality. It will be fixed. Okay. Your audio sounds great. Thank you, thank you. Sorry about I'm being my own, anxious self again about the quality of stuff. Making sure that everything's, as good as it can be. I've had to write on my I often write things on my window with a remote, like a pen that I can rub out, right? Yeah, it seems to be something to do with my cable. Anyway, yeah, I've written on my window that things being done is better than things being perfect. I have to remind myself of that very often. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm seeing possibly pops and crackles. Hmm. Now, part of me wants to stick my knight on e6. And part of me wants to develop my last knight before I do that. But maybe I should just go for it. No pops, just just noise. It kind of sounds like sand in an hourglass. Interesting. E6 is a great move. Why, thank you. I'm very happy to hear that. Yeah, I'm confused about the sand and the hourglass thing. If I hold the cable like this, does it? I'm holding the cable up. Very nice. It looks like it's a little bit better. It must be the cable. Whenever there's any issue with an audio, whatever, it's always the cable. I had to rewatch the Shane Dawson apology video the other day to contradict someone defending him. Oh, I'm so sorry that you had to do that. And I'm reminded of you saying that you're more talented than Shane Dawson. That's true, because there's hissing in his audio the entire time. So feel good about your audio. You're still more talented than Shane Dawson. Very, very true. Very, very true. But I will try and, I will try and figure out what is going on with the audio. It might be electrical interference. Do you have your phone nearby? I do. But maybe, hang on. Oh, they take, okay. I will definitely take that back with my queen. Let's see. Maybe I could, there is a lamp that I like to put on that makes a bit of a noise sometimes. So I'm going to turn that off and see if it helps. Okay, no, it didn't. I will, let's see. Maybe I can turn my phone's internet and off. Okay. I turned my phone's signal off. No, it's still there. God damn it. It's all good. I'll stop going on about it. I'll figure it out off stream, how it is. Okay, we've got to move. Let's see. Hello, Farah. How's it going? You're just in time. Well, I say that, but sounds like something big's gonna happen, but not at all. We're just chilling out, listening to some tunes. I'm doodling. Well, I haven't actually been doing a lot of art. I've just stuck up this drawing that I did yesterday so far. I haven't actually done anything with it because I've been focusing on the chess and rambling so far. Okay. An interesting move. I'm not sure about this queen move they just made. I'm not sure where they're going with it. I'm not convinced, I must say. I see what they're doing. They're preventing me from taking that bean on f5. Because if I take the bean on f5, they can take my bean. Interesting. That makes sense. They're trying to preempt bishop b6. Oh yeah, possibly. Possibly, yeah. Jeff missed it. Yeah, so the rotating Jeff emote that you can see on screen has been added to the roster. I'm just waiting for Twitch to approve it because they always make me wait for approval for emotes with faces on them. So yeah, that is why we don't have the rotating one in the. The noise happens when you're speaking. A second or two after you pause, the sound seems to stop. Yeah, I mean, the sound stops because I have a noise reduction. I've got like an effect on the microphone that reduces noise. But I think that maybe I need to like mess with my audio hardware. I'm just gonna take this damn bean. I'm just take this damn bean. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna go and mess with my audio hardware setup a sec. Okay, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I have turned off the power to my microphone and then I turned it back on. So here we are with the the updated situation and the audio side. I'm hoping that this will resolve part of the problems. I'm feeling pretty good about this game. We're up one material, one bean. Oh god damn, it's back. Wow. I'm not sure what's quite going on there really. Jeff is spinning to the sound of calming music. Okay, so they don't take my bean. Which is very good news for us, to be honest. I'm taking my sweet time, but that's why we're playing a 1 hour game. I'm a bit of a slow guy at the moment. I'm a bit of a rambler as well. Blitz chess is my worst. Like I'm so bad at blitz chess. Maybe one day I will be a blitz player, but for now it's just not my calling. Okay. I'm gonna move my knight. Makes sense, right? Develop the last piece. What are they planning? I'm a little bit worried now. Hmm. Should I be though? Hmm. I'm gonna put my knight here, and then I'm gonna take the bean on e5. Maybe. Perhaps. Every GM we've heard from who gives suggestions on where to start for time chess for beginners says 15-minute rapid. 15-minute, I mean, I can't even handle 30 minutes right now. I would love to get to a point where I'm capable of playing 15-minute rapid. That would be brilliant. I'm just so slow. My brain is just slow. Okay. I'm a hungry himbo, what can I say? They're stopping the queen fork when they take the bean. Oh, damn. What are they doing? We've got a bit of a pile up of, we've got a situation where all these pieces are piling up here. Slow is good for stream, you think? Really? I was a bit worried that slow would be too slow for stream. But maybe it works for my kinds of streams, you know? Oh, I see what they're doing. They're trying to stop me from going to g5, which is a very smart move from them. You like the smooth jazz? Why, thank you. I hope it makes up for the microphone interference. You know, the microphone interference will be sorted because I'm an audio nerd and I cannot stand it. I'm sure it has something to do with the cable. It's always the cable. If you ever have an audio problem, don't blame anything but the cable until you've tried sorting out the cable, because it almost always is. Okay, so I'm thinking I probably do need to castle. I'm just we've got a bit of a pile up of pieces, a pile up of pieces situation going on. Over on their side of the board. I could go for a knight sack. Well, I could exchange my knight for their bishop. Do I really want to do that, though? Then they wouldn't have a bishop, and I'd have one knight. Wait, can I just put them in check right now? With no repercussion? Yes, I can. I think. Yes, okay, so that actually is quite good for us. That prevents them from castling. Like, forever. So I'm just gonna move back now. Like an annoying little bastard that I am. You know, it might seem like a bit of a waste of a tempo, but I feel like it's kind of worth it, because now their king's never gonna castle. And it's probably like the most annoying move that I could have made. Probably. I don't know. All this bean talk is making me hungry, I gotta say. I must admit, I'm a hungry himbo. Yeah, I can check with the other knight, but then I would lose my horse. And I'm just wondering if that's worth it. Because, like, if I check with that knight, then they take with their bishop, and then I take with my bean. You know what? I feel like it is worth it. Let's do it. Let's try it. You made bean curry last night. Lovely. God, I could eat a curry right now. I could eat anything right now. I am very, very hungry. God damn mic interference. Okay. For the bishop, you think it's worth it. Yeah, and then they have to move their knight again. Because I'm threatening the knight, so... Ah. Right. Okay. Oh, I have a check. Okay, we're closing in. I still haven't castled though, so I'm a little bit worried. Now, what happens if I remove this? I'm just going to remove the noise removal. So here's the mic without the noise removal effect. Yeah, I can see the feedback. Then when I put it on, that does resolve quite a lot of the problems. Okay, well, it's good to know. It might be because I've... You know what? I think it's because I messed... You know what? It's because I moved around all of my setup the other day. And maybe I damaged a cable. Maybe I damaged my sound card. Who knows? I'll have to unplug everything, restart the computer and stuff. You're doing well. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying hard. I'm thinking. I think it's got to be castle. And I'm actually going to castle on the king side. Because that way my rook is just directly on that file. I'm threatening the knight. Wait. Oh, did they just blunder mate? Checkmate! Oh my god, I just checkmated a 1,000 something. And I took them. Oh my god, oh, they're under 1,000 because of me. We did it. We did a checkmate. Woo! What a blundered mate. I'm so happy that I castled. Inky Fishy, wonderful. I thank you, Inky Fishy. What a blundered mate. Oh, mate, blundered mate. Pog indeed. I'm really chuffed with that. I'm really chuffed. I'm really chuffed. I really do feel that this game demonstrates, you know, some of my progress in chess, you know? I'm still bad, but like I'm so much better than I was in April when I started out, and I was so bad. But you know, that's what happens, you know, when you start playing a game that you don't know how to play very well. I'm really happy about that. Because they were like, you know, they were rated higher than me, so that's really good. Woo! That's great. What is that noise? Okay, hang on. Let me just... Dog's ass. We got to change the dog angle. The dog camera angle is way out of... It's not appropriate. That was so rad. Why, thank you. There we go. Okay, so, that was so rad, wasn't it? I'm actually really chuffed about that. I'm really, really chuffed. I must say, is the audio cable near a power lead or supply or something causing interference? Well, to be honest, it's near a lot of things that could be causing interference, I must say. But like it always has been, which is what is confusing for me. So I think maybe it's like, maybe I plugged it back into a different USB port when I plugged it back in, or I didn't plug it in right. Oh, also I am using a different, yeah, but that shouldn't make any difference. Maybe it's just being homophobic. I mean, it's a good point. I've messed around with the nah, it's back. God damn. I hope it's not the mic. No, it can't be the mic. I blame Windows. Always blame Windows. You know what? I'm gonna go and make some lentils. I don't know why that made me laugh. I'm gonna go and make some lentils, and I'm gonna listen to some audio from the stream. Specifically the end bit here that I'm talking right now. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is for future me listening back to the stream to see what the hell is going on with my goddamn cable. Homophobic cable? Question mark, question mark? Blunder? Okay. I'm gonna go and make some lentils, listen to the stream, and then, you think lentils will help with the audio problems? Yeah, I think so too. Right. I'll go and make some lentils and, listen to the stream, see how bad it is. And I'll be back after, making some lentils, because we want to be winning more games. And to do so, lentils will, lentils are the fuel for many things. What am I even saying at this point? Later, yes, later. I'll be back after said lentils. Bon appetit. Bon appetit to you too. Please do stay hydrated, nourished, take care. Enjoy your lentils too. Or whatever protein that you decide to, to ingest today. Thank you all for stopping by the stream. Sorry I didn't actually do any art, I just kind of showed you art that I did. But I guess, we'll do art later, properly. Thank you all for stopping by. And we'll be back with some more smooth jazz and, at the 1 hour part, it's very good audio. Oh, interesting. At the 1 hour part, it's very good audio. Really? Is the audio better now? Very interesting. Okay, well, we'll definitely be actually doing. Oh my god! Okay, later I will show you some other art that I did. I did a nice little painting of a fox. It's intermittent. Yeah, interesting. Okay, see you in a bit.